So here's a quick video around the GR versions of the Jordan 4 RMs that released recently and the Nigel Sylvester collab. And both the collabs are pretty much very similar, apart from, say, the materials on the fence green version being a bit nicer. But I just wanted to do a quick sort of, I suppose, comparison around, the differences between each sneaker and I guess which one's, sort of more worth it really. And if you can find drive-away grey pair on resale for a reasonable price, then it's definitely worth sort of picking up. And it's one of those sneakers that if you can sort of look at them side by side, you sort of see quite a few differences on the trainer itself. So going from the ankle collar, both of them have got quite sort of thick ankle collars. I think this one's maybe slightly thicker on the GR version, and you also have this sort of checkered pattern on the Nigel Sylvester one, and the material has got more of a, I suppose, a rough, I suppose, material, textile material going around it, whilst this one's got more of a sort of softer material, which is quite cool. And this one obviously will get less dirty because it's not white, but depending on the colorway that you get. And then I've also noticed the insole being different, so it says Air Jordan on the inside on the Nigel Sylvester one, and you've got the Jordan brand logo on the right side. But in terms of quality, they both look very similar to me. I don't think there's any much difference there. And then you also got the Bike Air by Jordan on the tongue tag, and also the Flight logo on the GR version, so you can probably see that there. And that's the other difference. I don't know why they didn't just do this type of logo for all of them, where it just sort of says, Nike Air by Jordan instead. And then also the tongue, the materials are different. So this has got more of a vinyl-y sort of texture, whilst this is more of a mesh type pattern. But it seems to have some sort of lacquer over it, so that's the other thing there. So it feels, both of them feel quite rough to the touch. And in terms of sort of the materials overall, you can sort of see on the toe box, the leather on here is more standard sort of leather that you would normally get on a sort of Jordan 1, I guess, whilst this has got the nubuck suede type material on it. And then going around the sort of mudguard area, you've got this rough sort of nubuck suede material going around it. And then the plastic overlay itself, they look very similar to me. I don't think there's much difference between them. They feel the same as well. I think obviously the main difference being the Nike Air and the Bike Air on the back, and then around the overlay panel itself, you've still got the Jordan brand logos on each side. And in terms of the actual overlays themselves, it pretty much looks the same, going all the way around the sneaker. There's not any difference between the two. And in terms of the midsole, outsole, they both look the same to me as well. There's no difference. And then you've also got a mini swoosh on the Nigel Sylvester pair, so you can probably see that here. And that, I think, is a really nice added detail on the Nigel Sylvester pairs compared to the standard version. It's one of those things that, I don't know, there's something about it that kind of makes it feel quite nice on foot, and just gives that added little extra detail. Okay, and then in the outsole, you've got Jordan logo on the GR version, and then Nike Air on the Nigel Sylvester pair, which is a bit of a peculiar decision. I'm not sure why they've done that, but I'm sure Nigel had a say in that and probably wanted to be more OG orientated. But apart from that, there's no other details, so which is not bad actually. And if I was to obviously grab the two for retail, I'll still go for the Nigel Sylvester bear, being a hype beast. I like this version better, and usually I'm not a fan of like monotone colours, but this one's still nice. If these ones didn't come out, I'd still probably check for these. I think it's a pretty good pair of trainers, to get on the retail, and because it's got sort of standard leather on the toe box, that does help with durability and sort of longevity as well. So in my eyes, it's a solid pair. It's a nice pair, the GR, but there's something about the Nigel Sylvester pair that sort of takes it over the edge and just makes it all the more nicer to have. But both very cool, and it's nice to see something different from Jordan brand, so I'm all for it. Thanks.